Hello, welcome to a new episode of Trains Art. And today we're at Guide Bridge, one of the stations on the Manchester to Hadfield line and the Rose Hill Marple line, where today you'll be seeing services by Transpennine Express and Northern. You saw 185122, which is running a service to Manchester Piccadilly, and then going up towards Stepford Bridge you had 185129 and 147, which was running from Manchester Piccadilly to Hull. So there is a specific reason why I've actually come here instead of going to Lostock, and that is because the line between Manchester Victoria and Stepford Bridge is shut, so all Transpennine Express services are using the bit of track which is just there. There is some form of a rail thing around there. I am hoping something comes out during my stay, but I'm not too sure. But anyway, with that all being said and done, let's see what shall turn up. So the next train to be pulling in will be a Northern Class 323 running from Manchester Piccadilly to Hadfield. There is meant to be another 323 coming from Hadfield to Manchester Piccadilly, but that is currently at just past Godley. So this is works by 323203. Lovely. So now getting ready to depart is 323203 with the 1142 Northern service to Hadfield. And we should see that in about an hour's time on its way back. So the next train to be coming through will be another Class 323 for Northern, running from Hadfield to Manchester Piccadilly. Works by 323241. God, I will miss that when they've gone. So now departing is 323241 with her service to Manchester Piccadilly. Couple of nice sparks from the pantograph. So the next train to be coming through will be a Transpennine Express Class 802 running from Hull to Manchester Piccadilly. Works by 802203. With a bus on top of it. Not literally, but you know what I mean. The next train to be coming through will be a Class 802 for Transpennine Express, running from Manchester Piccadilly to Newcastle. Works by 802 to 11. And then we also have coming in a pairing of sprinters for Northern, running from Rosehill Marple to Manchester Piccadilly. With 150-148 leading proceedings. And 152.10 on the rear. Now, if you've watched the Hardwick video, I am pretty sure we did see 210 last week. Same with 148. Little fun fact for you. Now getting ready to depart is the 1202 Northern service to Manchester Piccadilly. I've got to give the lot of Neville Hill credit for keeping 152.10 clean and almost looking brand new, even though it's that 35-year-old. The next train to be coming through will be a Class 185 for Transpennine Express, running from Manchester Piccadilly to York via Castleford. Works by 185-122. In terms of freight trains, during my stay here there is only going to be one. So yeah, I thought I'd let you know now, instead of you thinking, oh my god, you're going to see loads of freight trains. That's a 105. Yeah, you're only going to see one, unfortunately. But yeah, unfortunately I can't promise it every time we're going to see freight trains every 30 seconds, but you know, it's part of life. The next train to be coming through will be another Class 802 for Transpennine Express, running from Newcastle to Manchester Piccadilly. Works by 802-205. Jolly good. The next train to be coming in will be another Class 323 for Northern, running from Hadfield to Manchester Piccadilly. With a magpie, just for good measure. With 323-238 bringing it in. And then behind me is another 323 running from Manchester Piccadilly to Hadfield. Oh, this is parking way too far up. Wait. So we can get in. Jesus Christ, how far do I have to move up? There. And then this 323 to Hadfield is worked by 323 241. And now departing is 323 238 with her service to Manchester Piccadilly. Sorry for the dodgy camera work. There. I'm going to shimmy back up now. There we go. And these are both running the 1216 service. Jolly good. So the first and only freight train of today will be a Freightliner Class 70 running from Dolo Quarry to Ashbury's SS. Works by 700011. I'll never say no to a Class 70. The next train to be coming through will be a Trans-Pennine Express Class 185 running from running from Manchester Piccadilly to Redcar Central. And ideally this should be a double 185 as well. Oh, excuse me. Works by 185, 107 on the front, and 185, 143 on the rear. Lovely stuff. The next train to be coming in will be a Northern Class 195 running from Rosehill Marple to Manchester Piccadilly. Works by 195011. So now departing is 195011 with her service to Manchester Piccadilly. The next train to be coming in will be a pairing of sprinters running from Manchester Piccadilly to Rosehill Marple. with 152.10 now leading the service in, and 151.48 will be on the rear. Now departing is the 12.36 12.35 Northern service to Rose Hill Marple. With 151.48, now taking it easy on the rear. The next train to be passing through will be a Trans-Pennine Express Class 802 running from Manchester Piccadilly to Hull, and then behind me, if I do a little spin, will be a Trans-Pennine Express Class 185 running from York to Manchester Piccadilly. And I might be bulged by this 802, so if I do a spin to find 802 203, this might have worked out perfectly. And then to find 185 125, going into Manchester Piccadilly, and as they continue on with their services, I will leave it there. Thank you all very much for watching. It is greatly appreciated. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, comment, share, all that nice stuff. Yeah, I've got mixed feelings about this station. It's good, I've got to admit, but would I come here again? Only if there's diversions taking place. Where Trans-Pennine are coming through here and Manchester Victoria is shut. So yeah, I will come back when there is diversions, but when that'll be, I have no idea. But if it is a regular day-to-day service, I won't be coming back. If it is. My next station will be... I did say last week it was going to be Lostock, but it might be Lostock next week, I'm not too sure. But if not, it'll be a Train Sim World virtual train spotting thing that I did the other week. So yeah, I'll leave it down in the comments, but I will definitely know by the time this video is uploaded. But apart from that, that is all I have to say. So from me here at Guide Bridge, I will see you all later. Take care, guys. Goodbye.